All right, 23 July, a nice Saturday here. This is Roger's Hot Rod Garage. I know the hat is too small, but it keeps the sun off my head. And a question for you, are these shorts too short? Wife says they look sexy, but then she laughs as she says they look sexy. But anyway, I'm gonna jump in the pool today. Video today is about these, I don't even know how you pronounce that, ThiEye, whatever. These are dash cams, rear view mirrors, with these external cameras that you can actually have an inside look in your interior, or you can mount it outside because these are waterproof. But kind of doing a review on these things, 76 euros, which the way the dollar is right now, that's 76 euros, $76. Ultra high definition cameras. I've already got two of them. This one right here with the camera is going to be put into the Coupe today, so I'm going to do the quick little installation video. It'll be fast. It's exactly the same process, except I'm literally going to drill a hole right here is where I thought I was going to put the hole to have the camera facing this way, the rear one, and then, or put it right here. Probably going to end up right here because I think my view is going to be better from up there. And here's why. When you drive this thing, you got to be careful because your head's right back here, and you can't see crap out of this little area right here unless you move your head and look out this window right here. So I'm not saying it's a safety feature, but what I've seen in the 55 Nomad here, because I've got one of these cameras in here, it actually really helps because I got the camera mounted way back there, and you can actually drive down the road, set this thing up so it looks out the back the entire time. And again, ultra high definition. And why they can sell this thing for 76 bucks, because it's made in China, that's why. It's as simple as that. But anyway, let me show you here. I'm going to go back and show you the little dilemma that I had. If I can find that little bitty gasket that I had. Here it is right here. So, remember on the last video, I said that this second accelerator pump wasn't working on this pump that I rebuilt right here, this carburetor, this Rochester 2Gs, because see a little bitty hole right there? I had this thing in here backwards. So the accelerator pump actually has to squeeze through that little bitty hole right here, and it goes to the Venturis. This is the gasket that sits in the Venturis on the bottom. I'm not going to disassemble everything, but I basically put it back together today. I got squirting when I do this. See how that actually goes up? That was just basically blocked up because I had this little gasket in backwards. It took like about 5 minutes to figure out that little screw up on my part. But real quick, show you the outside here in Runneberg, Germany. There's the wood pile that the wife actually did about 90% of the work on this one. I feel bad about that. And there's our winter supply. That's about 5 rows back. And my job is to get the rest of the stack up today. And what else we got here? We got the chickens over there, the geese right there, and the horse back here. And let me show you a little action here. Let me jump down here. Watch these guys attack. All right, quick little unpacking. I got all my wood moved. I got the pool chlorinated. Got all my chores taken care of, the stuff that's not fun. But hey, look, a quick story, real short. This is the unpacking. This is the one that's complete. I'm not going to unpack that. That one's actually going to go in that Porsche over there. And this right here is what it comes with. So you got the mirror itself, pretty thin. What I went ahead and did is I took off all of this cool stuff back here, where you basically just strap it on to the mirror itself right here. I'm going to make myself a little metal bracket, stick it back here, and then connect it to the actual original 1930 Model A Coupe mirror that I have in the car right now. Again, this one here is going in right here. And then what else? Unpacking here. Little manual, actually pretty well written, so it's not one of those automatic conversions. Here is, or translations of what I meant. This right here is actually just the power supply pack, and they even give you a 32 gigabyte SIM chip, and this right here is so you can actually load it via USB. You see it right here, it's just a USB adapter, so you can pull the files directly off of here and put them on your home computer in case somebody runs into your car or something. And again, this is the HD cam for the rear, or you can mount it interior, and they give you a shorter plug for that one, and that way you can see yourself inside the car. But again, I'm using this primarily so I can use it as a rear view mirror and also as a dash cam. See that red cable up in here? If you hook that to power, when it goes into reverse, you can either do that through your reverse light switch. It turns this automatically into a backup camera, so that's kind of cool. And that's kind of nice in here because I only have this little window to look out right here and this little window to look out, so this is kind of blocked off and my head's right behind here like I said earlier. So let me get busy on here, start a little fabrication. I got some folks coming over at 3 o'clock, so it gives me an hour and 45 minutes to play. Alright, here we go. Right, this is obviously the back side of the new mirror with all the electronics on it. This is the one that's faithfully served the 30 Ford Coupe for the last 11 years. And this, I actually have no idea what it's out of, but it looks like I welded something in here and just extended that little screw hole on here. But anyway, the idea is to take the back of this, since I already got this hookup, I don't have to take anything apart, and then move it down here. And I got to hit this hole, this screw hole, this screw hole, and this screw hole, just like I did in the 55 Nomad. So I got to scratch my head and figure out how I'm going to do this. Either I'm going to use this entire template and then just flatten it out, or cut a new piece, flat, paint it, put it back here. That's probably the easier way to do, and then just tack weld this on here. I'll figure it out in a second, show you what I come up with. Alright, the idea here is just to put a little reinforcement back there because that stuff is super thin right there. You see I burned a hole right there already. So anyway, that's the plan. Alright, got this little bitty piece I just made right here. This is going to be welded right here, little spot welds. The camera right here will literally sit right here like this. And I'm going to just silicone glue that in there, and wherever that hole is right here, I'll have to mark that and measure it. I'll pop a hole right in here just to let that lens look out there. And then right there is where I'm going to actually mount it. They already took the paint off right there so I can do a buzz. Now the key thing is to cover all this crap up. I'll probably push that forward. Smell if there's gas smell in here because I got a gas tank right back here, and put a couple of spot welds in here. But look, real quick, making progress. If I cut my ignition on down here, this right here cuts on. I got this mounted already. Beautiful little sound. ThiEye. There's the front of the car. Pretty cool. And you can't see the back of the car because I don't have the camera hooked up right now, but it cuts on. I've got it mounted with the original hole. And if you don't want to push, if you don't see it, you just push this button right down here, and it cuts off, and you got a regular old mirror in here. And again, it looks like pretty cool. So push this button right there, it cuts on. I'll show you when I get done. Don't want any little explosions in here, so I'll grab an old coat, a couple old towels. And you know what, those little sparks actually hit a glass, it looks like crap, and this is just to stop little burn holes in the Naugahyde or artificial leather. I got the GoPro attached to the seat. Take this HEI distributor cap, push it behind the seat, and there we go, wedge it up underneath there. Alright, man, I hate doing stuff like this, but looks like I got a ground in here right now. Put that in there nice and level, and we'll see what happens. Oh, here we go, it's burning now. Next. see if I can hit that last hole there. Put my hand over top of someone. Okay, I think that's it. Alright, yeah, I got a little smoke on the outside there. That's good to see how good the penetration was. And that's just my little shelf. Yeah, there it is right there. So cool, done with that. Paint it, drill a hole. About an hour later, I've got this thing dried up. I went ahead and put some tape on there, marked it, and then drilled a little small pilot hole in here. So I'm gonna go cut the other side right now, okay? So that's what that's gonna look like. And there's a huge party going on, literally right on the other side of that road. And I'm gonna hit there in a couple of minutes as soon as I drill this. And then black silicone in the little camera, and that way tomorrow morning I can actually see how this thing works, okay? So that's the plan. So I got a magnet on the bottom of this thing. Pop it right there. Grab my handy dandy drill here and so I think that might be good enough for right now. I know that's kind of rough. People are cringing that I'm drilling into my 34 Coupe here, but I'll clear the hole on the other side and then see what it looks like. So I should be able to put the camera right through that hole right there. Let me go ahead and peel off my tape that I had for marking it. Clean that hole up a little bit. And that's where the camera's going to sit right here pointing at the back. And like I said, I'll put some black silicone right around there and let it dry overnight. The camera is mounted and I'm heading back to the party right now. So this is a big giant mini party happening in our hometown here. I don't have any brakes right now, so we'll see what's going on. Vinky, hello?
Look in my eyes, man. Can't touch
Alright, 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm an old guy, I gotta go home, man. But a lot of fun. This is Roger's Hot Rod Garage. See you later, take care, bye-bye. Alright, test run right now. So this is what I'm looking for. Instead of having a look out the back right here, which I got a couple of blind spots, I actually got this thing set up. So there's my rear view mirror. You can see that or not. I actually see more out the rear view mirror than I do if I was looking out the traditional rear view mirror. Now you can just push this button right down here and it turns it into a regular rear view mirror. But I can push this right here. It cuts back on. And then I got my rear view mirror. Now you can also do split screen. That's the front and the back. Or you can just swipe it again, and there's my front view, which is kind of counterproductive because my front view is right down here. Anyway, so this is recording all the time, front and back, in case you have an accident. What's also cool about this thing, regardless whether you modify it like I did, you can put it in any normal car, run your power to it, run your camera, run your GPS, and then if somebody bumps your car in the middle of the night, it'll start recording it, so maybe you can pull a license plate number off of it. But anyway, it's a cool technology for less than $100, actually $76, and that's what we got right now. So that's it from Roger's Hot Rod Garage, Sunday, the 24th of July.